the TikTok streets, and one of our favorite women of God is Apostle Baker. I saw Apostle Baker once again. And let me give a shout out to Apostle Baker on TikTok. Apostle Baker, look, you're doing a good job. You're bringing the word of the Lord. I love it, okay? And that's why I like to highlight you, sister. That's why I like to highlight you. So I want y'all to hear what Apostle Baker has to say about them women with all these tight clothes and all that. Let's go ahead and check that out.
I made sure I wouldn't move no britches. Oh, God. And you think somebody want to see all that? I don't want to see that, man. Cover it up. Put a dress on it. You ain't got no business to revealing how bad you shape and all like that. I don't blame them men. I'll be confused and probably want to see what you bringing to the table, too, beside that bad body you got. My goodness. The man, you don't show the man everything you're getting before he get there, so what he got to be excited about? Put a dress on and he might chase you a little bit. And don't wear so tight. You might spark his interest. But he already see, oh, I got to lift up that side of the stomach. And that butt yonder done drooped. And that there hanging. Why y'all show everything? He wouldn't find out what hanging on me until he got me in the bedroom. Y'all show him before he get there. So he not interested. Put a dress on. The old men used to like to see the dress going like this. The end of the dress when a woman walked. My daddy said the dress was switch. That's where the old men could tell. And that will make them chase the woman. These things today ain't got nothing to twist. Pants so tight. Ain't nothing left but imagination. Show you where the pocketbook sit, where it drop at. Whether it sit up where it's fat or where it's flat. What does he got to go and try to find out? You're showing it all to him. So no, he's not interested in it. If it is, it's just for a hit and a dap. You're just an easy lad. Put a dress on it. Make him wonder what's up under there. Quit showing him everything. Praise God. That's how you keep a man interested. Y'all just show too much, man. Show too much. He ain't got nothing up to the imagination. Praise God. Put some clothes on.
Now let me follow up the great Apostle Baker with this. The main issue that you see today with the clothing is because you don't have many Apostle Bakers at the house, right? See, at one point in time, people like Apostle Baker was all in our families, and if they would see a young lady in the house come out with certain things on, they'd be talking just like her. And the reason why I know is because with how Apostle Baker talk, no different than how my grandmothers would talk, my aunties would talk. You imagine some of these young ones walking in front of Aunt Bay? I could have, boy, she would have said something about that one. Mama Frida, all ones like, no. And those women were some of the most respectful women I've ever seen in my life. They didn't have a problem having a husband. Their husband stayed with them until they died. You understand? These guys today don't want to stay with you, not even 10 minutes. Not 40 and 50 years. Now, as a man, and what I'm going to tell you as a man, the way you dress is the way people perceive you, male or female. Let's go on the male perspective. If I go out in public, dress exactly how I am right now, and I walk into a store, walk into the mall, whatever, the studies have shown that people will perceive me as professional. People will perceive me as successful. Why? Just because of the way I'm dressed and the way I'm carrying myself. But if I go to dress in the uniform of a YN, people will perceive me as a criminal. Not to say I am, but if you dress a certain way, you're perceived a certain way. It don't matter is what people should be judging. It don't matter what you say. People judge you by what they see. Period. And women know this. That's why you wear the makeup and all different things that you do, because you are trying to be perceived a certain way. Because I always say, if you're a true beauty, take that makeup off. You can be out there in public. Most men prefer a woman with natural beauty anyway. All that makeup stuff, that's what y'all competing with each other with. But let's get back to the clothing now. So you're flipping on the woman. You see a woman in very nice professional wear. Most men gonna look at her and say, okay, yeah, I respect her. She's not showing anything. She's still fly, but she's not showing anything. A different caliber of man gonna have to approach her versus if she's walking out here with skin tight everything. Now, what Apostle Baker said about the men in that time period wanted to see the sway of the dress, okay? There's a certain kind of way that I know that they want y'all to show your print on everything with these clothes. And I know it's the clothing companies. I know. Trust me, I know. It's not that you can buy some clothes that's your size and it fits you a certain way. It's not that you was intentionally doing it either, some of you. Now, some of you are intentionally doing it, but let's say some of you not. Well, sometime in those clothing, you may have to go a size up so it don't show a print of everything. But let's say a dress, right? And we talking about how men think in general. We talking about we want our girlfriends and wives. Let's say if she wear a dress, just the fit of the dress. We're not even talking about the area of the breast. We're talking about just the fit. You got two spectrums. You got one, everything skin tight, form fitting. It shows every print you got. Then you got the dress over here that's just loose, don't show anything. Now, of course, women a lot of times like to try to show, hey, I'm working out, I'm doing this and that. They want to show their curves. That's what women do. I get it. So that's a perfect median. You come in the middle. Now, what's the middle? And y'all know good and well the type of dresses I'm talking about. The middle is this. It shows your shape, but don't show a print of anything. Now, it's certain things you got, you may be kind of woman that have junk in the trunk, and no matter what you wear, it's going to show that. But that middle dress is going to show it, but it's not going to show no print of anything. You understand what I'm saying? So stay in the middle. It's loose enough where it's not skin tight, but it's snug enough where it still shows the shape. That's the perfect area right there. Now, if you go to, let's say, the front out here, how you're perceived. If you are no different, I'm a man. If you're wearing a dress and it comes all the way down here, literally, and you're showing all this kind of breast stuff, then men going to perceive you a certain way. But if you're not dressed like that, not showing any boob or whatever, and let's say you may show just a little bit of it in something that nobody can really see much, they can see it but not see it. Like in other words, there's a classic way to show cleavage, and then there's a 304 way to show cleavage. And unfortunately, the 304 way to show cleavage is how they're making a lot of these clothes. So you have to be intentional, no different like in America. The food, the standard food is horrible. So you got to be intentional on buying good food. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just kind of where it's at. And listen, at the end of the day, it's your choice what you buy and put on your body. I'm not there to stop you. I don't shop for you. Most men not going to stop you. But when you ask questions about why is it I cannot get somebody, why is it they don't entertain me long, don't sit up here and say, oh, these men. No, okay, everybody say the same thing about you. Now, let's think about it when it's just you. It's one thing if it's just a one-off, but the past 5 to 7 guys have said the exact thing about you. They don't even know each other, and they're saying the exact same thing about you. Then it's safe to say it's something with you. And I know accountability is a very hard thing for a lot of ladies to take. Trust me, men don't like accountability either, but we deal with it a lot better because we always held accountable. A lot of times women don't like that. So they want to take themselves accountable and say, you know what, maybe it's just the way I'm dressing. And listen, you dressed the part. You dressed the part. Now, some will say, well, I can wear a T-shirt and jogging pants, and these guys will still come holler at me. Okay, they can. But how tight is your T-shirt and how tight is your jogging pants? Is it loose? No, okay, let's say it's loose. Well, guys don't talk to women they think is attractive. Okay, do you want no guys to talk to you? Let's say if you're single. You don't want no guys to talk to you? You want them to look at you as like you're Shrek or something? I'm just trying to say, I mean, shouldn't that be kind of a little bit good for you that guys want to talk to you, even with no makeup? Listen, that's when your confidence should be higher. It's when you wear no makeup and you just regular out here. You got your hair in a ponytail all bun, and guys still want to talk to you. They've had women make videos say more guys want to talk to them when they dress like that versus the one woman said in the video, and look, I look good in this video. Well, clearly the men think you look good like that. Versus you say, because listen, and I'm telling you something else. When y'all dress certain ways, it's like you get more confidence and you get an attitude. Versus when you just dress normal, you don't act that way. And men see that. It's like y'all don't understand that men can read your vibe too. So he can think you're attractive. He can think you look good. But just your look and how you look at certain people, you give off a vibe. I mean, vibes come off of everybody, if it makes sense. It could be, you may say your spirit, but it comes off. And a lot of times when you're talking to dudes or they're trying to talk, you just look, they look at you a certain way, you're like, yeah, I'm cool. You know, why he don't want to talk to me? Because he read something on you. I mean, we are people that can read people's vibes, spirits, and all that too. It's not just women that can do it. It's men can do it too. And if I was in the inside say, not that one. That's a red flag. And in our mind, like the man be like, oh, she look good though. But yeah, let me leave that one alone. Because everything look good, not good for you, brother. That's for sure. So that's what it is. If you want a husband, well, dress like a wife. If you don't care about being married, don't want no relationship, well, do whatever you want to do. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'll tell you, I'm cool. Thank God I'm not out there looking for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. You know, I just celebrated my 14th year wedding anniversary with my marriage, and I'm glad, and I'm happy where I'm at. Thank God I'm not out here having to deal with some of the problems you fellas are dealing with, because I'm way too cutthroat. Well, certain things, I'm way too cutthroat. And I wouldn't tolerate not even 2 seconds of some of the ways some of these talk on definitely, at least online. I wouldn't tolerate that. No, Lord. Especially when you become a man and know your value and your worth, you're just not going to tolerate a whole lot. But what Apostle Baker is saying here is just dress like a lady. That's it. Dress like a lady. But you want to dress like you on the blade, then, hey, it's your choice. Because fellas, one thing I've learned definitely is getting more and more to the uncle stage. People can do what they want to do, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, if she don't want to act right, if she don't want to dress a certain way, cool. Let her have her thing. One thing I know about life gonna teach you a lesson. It's gonna teach you. You ain't got to be trying to change people. And I'm gonna tell a man this: all you gotta do is find one woman. That's it. It don't matter what all of them doing. Just find one. And there is one you can get. Oh, I promise you, there's one that you can get that will follow your program. There's one. You just got to find her, because it never teaches that the woman supposed to find a man. It teaches he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So it's supposed to be you. You supposed to be on the hunt. So that's the thing. So make sure your hunting skills is better. Just like when a lion is hunting an animal, they look for the right conditions and everything to make sure to get that animal. Well, you got to look for the right conditions to get that woman. So men are supposed to be on the hunt. It's not the woman.